Okay, it is just after 9 o'clock, and we are ready to get going with night number 2 of Breakers Club number 5. Last week we ripped our first 3 boxes. We ripped a box of 98 Pacific Invincible. Haven't done anything with that box as far as a recap yet, but we also ripped a box of 98 Opening Day. And I did post a full box recap of that on my blog. That went live on the 5th of the 5th of February. And I also have written the box recap for the 2021 Chronicles box. That will go live on my blog on the 10th, which is Thursday. So if you like to see the written stuff or the scans, I at least show some of the cards, not all of them, of course, but try to go through, figure out more, give myself more time to figure out exactly what we found, etc. The Chronicles box, there was a couple of parallels that I don't know if we actually caught in real time. So if those are mentioned on the blog or will be mentioned on the blog, like I said, that'll go live on the 10th. For today, we're going to rip, for tonight, we're going to rip 2 more boxes out of our huge stash, if you will. I'm going to go with a box of 2021 Topps Heritage because this just has so many cards in it. And we should get a autograph or relic in there. And then I also am going to go with the box of 2005 Playoff Prestige. This is another hobby box. Somewhere I saw, it does say that we should get relics or autos or something. I think it's on the box somewhere. But anyways, oh, there it is. Look for 2 game used memorabilia or autographs per box. So that's what that one promises. We also have more packs of the 96 Leaf set. So we're doing a few of those at a time. And I also ripped open the Fleer Tradition, the 98 Fleer Tradition. Same thing. We're going to do like, this is 1/4 of that box, just because I was afraid this would be too much to do all at once. It'd be kind of maybe a little bit dull. So we'll spread that out and kind of use those as our packs. And hopefully we get some people in the room tonight. I do have some trivia questions. We'll get to those in just a moment. But before we start with the trivia, give people a chance to filter in here. I'm going to start ripping through the packs, today's packs of 96 Leaf. It was a pretty nice set. We had a good run of it last time. Definitely gonna get a bunch of duplicates, but I like the design okay, and the photos have been pretty good. I mean, there's a pretty good example of first card off the bat. Edgar Martinez, not a bad looking card at all. For the Mariners, Edgardo Alfonzo. For the Mets, there's a nice Kirby Puckett. I like the kind of the blurry player in front with Kirby running in the back for the Twins. John Wetland, Yankees. Nomo for the Dodgers. Grzelcyk, Expos. Chuck Knobloch, Twins. There's Ozzie Smith. I think we pulled that one once or twice already. Marty Cordova for the Twins. There's an A-Rod that I don't remember seeing from last time. Very young A-Rod. Steve Finley for the Padres. And Delino DeShields just hanging out for the Dodgers. So that's the first one. Pack number 2. We've got upside down cards. Whoa, we got a Barry Larkin checklist. And what I don't think I showed last time, the backs also have a player, Mo Vaughn in this case. 99% certain that I have this card already. In fact, almost 100% certain I have this card. So this will go, even though it's technically the Reds or Red Sox, this will go in the Red Sox pile because I already have it. For those checklists, if we pull more than one copy of it, I'll put one in both teams pile. Otherwise, I'll just randomize those when the box is done. Yeah, 96 Leaf. It's pretty nice, Jordan. I certainly agree. I like it. It's like I said, it's a solid set. Greg Jeffries for the Phillies. Jeff Conine, Marlins. Roger Clemens, Red Sox. J.T. Snow, Angels. Doug Drabek as an Astro. I always think of him as a Pirate, but he played for the Astros, I think, for quite a while. Jim Tomei, nice Tomei, Indians. Marquise Grissom, Braves. Brett Butler, Dodgers. Dean Palmer, Rangers. Jeff Bagwell, Astros. And Dave Nilsson, Brewers. The other thing that I learned about this is the pack wrapper actually has a spot where you're supposed to tear. And then look at that. This opens right up. I was struggling, I think, last week. Didn't see the little easy open. Juan Gonzalez, Rangers. Joe Carter, Blue Jays. Tony Tarasco, Expos. Brian Jordan, Cardinals. For the Phillies, Ricky Bottalico. Matt Williams for the Giants. There's a nice Griffey for the Mariners. And the backs of these cards are pretty nice too. Not a ton of statistics, 1 year plus career, but I like the multiple photos and it's solid. Other Mariner, Randy Johnson, Fred McGriff, Charles Johnson, Gary Sheffield, and John Smoltz. And most of these packs are almost like a who's who of 90s baseball too. There's not a ton of players that you're like, why is that guy in this set? Which some people like to collect, the random relievers of their team, but when you're 30 years out, it's kind of nice to get mostly stars. And then I say that and we get Lyle Moulton, I don't know, and I've never heard of that guy. So they're not all stars. Wade Boggs, Kenny Lofton, Rusty Greer, Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge sighting. Don't know whether Ben is in the room yet, but there you go, Ben. Make sure to pause there for a moment. Oh, we got a MVP contender, Ken Griffey Jr. That's cool. 18 of 20. Back there. A lot of text on that one. That's a pretty cool insert. I like the shiny. It's not actually die cut, though it does look like it is over there, but it's actually not. But still pretty cool. You can see the 96 in the foil there, etched there. I like it. And Griffey, can't beat that. Ben's here. I got the Pudge tonight, Ben. Kilvio Veras, Tim Salmon, Ryan Klesko for the Braves, Trevor Hoffman, Padres, Derek Bell, Astros, and Al Martin for the Pirates. Let me throw the Griffey in a sleeve real quick. Andy has the Mariners. Don't know if Andy's in the room, but he'll be, I'm sure, quite happy with that Griffey. I like the little rip tab now that I know about it. Garrett Anderson, Angels. Ken Caminiti, Padres. Rico Bronya, Mets. Dennis Martinez, Indians. Larry Walker, Rockies. Raul Mondesi, Dodgers. Jose Mesa, Indians. Mickey Morandini, Phillies. John Olerud, Blue Jays. Yamil Benitez, Expos. Ozzie Guillen, White Sox. And another checklist card going to either Tony Gwynn of the Padres or Edgar Martinez of the Mariners. I expect we're going to get a bunch of duplicates of the checklist. I sorted the stack of cards from last week of Leaf, and I forget, one of the checklists we actually got 2 copies of. So whatever one that one was, there's already a copy in both team stacks. So we'll probably get 2 of most of them. Sammy Sosa for the Cubs, Wade Boggs, Yankees, Kenny Lofton, Indians, Padres, Joey Hamilton. There you go. Start wallpapering your room with Pudge cards, Ben. Carlos Delgado, Blue Jays. Kilvio Veras, Marlins. Jim Tomei, Indians. Brian Hunter, Astros. Ismael Valdez, Dodgers. Ramon Martinez, Dodgers. And Ed Sprague, Blue Jays. So that finishes off the Leaf cards for today. Like I said, I only want to do a few of those packs at a time, but I do like to have boxes that just give us tons of base cards. That was our big hit, if you will, out of that set of packs. Pretty cool. All right, next up, like I said, I do have some trivia coming up. I've got some different prizes today. Hopefully of interest. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But anyways, before we get to the first trivia question, let's rip through the packs of Fleer Tradition, shall we? So this is, like I said, this is the first quarter of the Fleer Tradition box. This is Series 1 Hobby box. I'm pretty sure I've had that in the sign up, but This is a set I've actually already collected. I really like this set. Bought a ton of it as a kid, retail, of course, but really like this set. Like the full blade photography. If you haven't seen this set, I think you're going to dig it. It's kind of like poor man's Stadium Club. So, yeah, but you'll see. Jose Cabrera, Astros. Jeffrey Hammonds, Orioles. There's some horizontals here. Mickey Morandini, Phillies. Even like shots like that are interesting, I think. Troy O'Leary, Boston. Look at that jersey. My camera doesn't want to focus on that. There we go. Boston Red Sox. I don't remember that at all. Mike Piazza, checklist. Going to the Dodgers. You get one of these retros. I think one of these in every pack. Charles Johnson, Marlins. Trevor Hoffman, Padres. Todd Green, Angels. Tony Gwynn, Padres. Signing his jersey. Cool. Jarrett Wright, Indians. And then every pack is going to come with a Diamond Ink card. This one's worth 1 point. And every pack will come with one of these $1 Million Moment ad cards. They'll just go in the respective team stacks, I guess, or maybe I'll use them as packing. I don't know. I'll make sure I'll get them in the team stacks. I don't know if any of you care about that kind of stuff, but why not? So the bonds is a picture is a Giant there, so that'll go in the Giants pile, for example. Daryl Kyle, Astros. Damian Easley, Tigers. John Thompson, Rockies. Jeff Fry, Red Sox. And here's one of the, it's actually a subset in the base set, but I always thought they were cool. Tail of the tape. This one's Jose Cruz Jr. for the Blue Jays. I just like the sparkle effect. I don't know. Simple, but I always liked it. There's a nice Jeter throwback card. Forget what this parallels. Vintage 63, that's what that's called. Tatis for the Rangers. Alex Gonzalez, Blue Jays. Rob Stanifer, Marlins. We got a bunch of like MLB debut cards. Rod Beck, Giants. Womack, 1 point, and a nice Jackie. I will say these $1 Million Moment ad cards, which is all they are well done. There's a lot of really neat ones. And I think they were in a bunch of Fleer sets at the time. Jordan says that he has the update set of Fleer Tradition. I think I also have that. Unopened still. Haven't. This is one of those things that's been sitting in my desk, waiting to. I'm gonna keep it. I already have the other two still sealed. I have Series 1 and Series 2 basically, so I'll add this to my binder someday. But yeah, I do have that. Kind of been saving it. I don't know why. Maybe someday when I need something to write about on the blog. One of those days where I have 0 ideas or whatever. Glendon Rush, Royals. Matt Stairs, Athletics. David Cohn, Yankees. Cards go every which way. Matt Parisho, Rangers. My favorite of the subsets, I think, Golden Memories, Jose Cruz Jr. Again, numbered as part of the base set. These are like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch the light just right, but they're actually like raised up, like embossed a little bit. You can maybe make it out if I catch the light there. You can kind of see the imprint where the card is like the outline of the player. I always thought those were cool, super shiny. Love those. A-Rod, Mariners. Larry Sutton, Royals. We've got Garrett Anderson of the Angels. One of my favorite, just pensive Randy Johnson cards that I've seen. Rafael Palmeiro for the Orioles. Roger Clemens, 1 point. And Bobby Thompson. Ad card. Get your thinking caps on. I'm going to post or say the first trivia question here in a moment. Brad Osmus, Astros. Dante Powell, Giants. I don't remember him. Jorge Fabregas, Diamondbacks. Billy Wagner, Astros. Ben Grieve, Athletics. We've got a traded Pedro card NL Cy Young Award, but now listed as a Red Sox. So I'll go in Boston stack. Brian Rose, also for Boston. Greg Vaughn, Padres. There's Randy Johnson again. Michael Coleman, Red Sox. Tony Womack, 1 point. And Albert Bell for the Indians. So as you can see, we will get some duplicates out of this. Another reason I like to kind of split this up across multiple days. Hopefully we'll get the majority of Series 1. Rob Nen for the Giants. Jeremy Burnitz. Cool card there for the Brewers. Keith Folk, White Sox. Robin Ventura, White Sox. This is a Diamond Standout, and honestly, I don't know that set. Jose Cruz Jr., though. It's a Jose Cruz Jr. hot box. Pretty shiny insert. I'll try to find the odds on that in a second. Todd Helton, throwback. Scott Rowland, Phillies. Gary Descarcina, Angels. Edgar Renteria, Marlins. Derek Bell, Astros. Jose Cruz Jr., Diamond Ink. And Mo Vaughn. Let me see if Fleer put the odds for that on there. Diamond Standouts, 1 in 12 packs. Hey, Johnny. I know, so many Jose Cruz Jr.'s. Who is Toronto? Toronto's going to Adam this time, so maybe Adam could be a Jose Cruz Jr. super collector after this box. Mike Lieberthal, Phillies. Ryan Long, Royals. Jose Valentin, Brewers. Chili Davis, Royals. Another tail of the tape. Pretty good one. Mark McGuire. Let's go into Carey, who has the Cardinals. And Carey has this set, but if not, get a nice one for his collection. I don't know if Carey's here tonight. Andres Galarraga for the Braves. Sean Green, Blue Jays. John Wetland, Rangers. Sandy Alomar Jr., Indians. Rico Brogna, Phillies. Roberto Hernandez, White Sox, I think. I'll have to look on the checklist. And Johnny Vandermeer for the Reds. 3 more packs, and then we'll get to our other 2 boxes. The main event, if you will, for tonight. Steve Woodward, Brewers. Todd Hundley, Mets. Brian McRae, Mets. For the Blue Jays, Kelvin Escobar. There's a Smoking Heat, John Smoltz. Another subset. I thought there are subsets in this set are pretty cool. We've got the Vintage 63. Ivan Rodriguez. There you go, Ben. Keep pulling pudges for you. Ron Coomer, Twins. Kevin Stalker, Rays. Mario Valdez, White Sox. Edgar Alfonzo, Mets. Tony Womack, and Jackie. I don't know if you have that one or not yet, Ben, but if you didn't, now you do. Emil Brown, Pirates. Willie Green, Reds. Might be the first Red so far. Chad Fox, Braves. There's a fun Derek Jeter card. I'm like flipping over somebody. Jeffrey Hammonds, I believe that is. Another Smoking Heat, Andy Pettit. Got the Bonds, Vintage 63. That's cool. Showing some personality there. Manny Ibar for the Cardinals. David Segui, Expos. Sandy Alomar Jr., Indians. Sean Dunston, Pirates. Jay Buhner. And Maury Wills. And 1 more pack out of this box. And then we'll test your trivia knowledge. I don't know that today's trivia questions are that hard. So answers are probably going to come fast and furious, but we'll see. Never know what someone will find easy or hard. Orlando Cabrera, Expos. Another Expo, Rondell White. Just a simple card, but I like the image. Jay Buhner, another one I like. Jay Buhner has a lot of great cards, actually. There's a nice Mo. Mariano Rivera. Golden Memory for the Blue Jays, Roger Clemens. Love that subset. Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers. Got Pudge, you might as well get Juan, right? Bill Miller, Giants. Oscar Henriquez for the Marlins. Traded that card there. Don't remember him at all. Homer Bush, Yankees. Travis Fryman, Indians. Another 1 point, Tony Womack, and Albert Bell again. All right, so that's that bunch of cards. Like I said, I didn't show the backs. I should show the backs. There's the bottom one in the stack. I always like the backs because you get the, if I find not an ad card, but you get the team name, like the stitching kind of like it's a jersey or whatever. So I always like that. Cardinals, etc. So I always thought that was cool. I appreciate the extra little touches, I guess. And card companies actually bother to do that. So our big insert, if you will. Again, this set's more for the base cards. Think of it like Stadium Club, but pretty nice. Jose Cruz Jr. So not bad. Okay. How about a trivia question, shall we? So let's, I'm expecting this one will be quick. So get your first one to type it into the chat. First one on my end of things, I should say, because I know not always are things listed in the same order. All right, here's your question. And then we'll get to, let's do Heritage next. Which card has been professionally graded via PSA and or Beckett more times than any other card in history? Which baseball card has been graded more times than any other card in history via PSA and Beckett? That's your first trivia question. And while you think about that one, we will start ripping into 2021 Heritage high numbers. So I have not opened any of this product. We start off with a box topper, which is a 50th anniversary buyback of Grant Jackson for the Orioles. It is not Bill Ripken. It is not. It's not the 80. It's not any Bill Ripken. I can roll him out, and it is not any Aaron Judge. Both good guesses, though. So that's cool. Let me throw a sleeve on that guy. For the Orioles, Baltimore going to Shane this break. So congrats, Shane, on the box topper. All right, let me pull the packs out. Empty box. Get that out of the way so I can put the cards in. 93 Topps Derek Jeter. It is not Derek Jeter. It's not any Derek Jeter card. That was, I will admit, that was one of my first thoughts, was a Jeter. But when you think about it for just a moment, you're going to come up with it. It's the obvious choice. At least that's what I think. All right, let me leave that over there. All right, you guys. Ben Morris, 91 Griffey. Ben, you have half of it correct, but I need the whole thing. I'm not going to tell you which half, whether it's 91 or Griffey. 87 Bonds, nope. There we go. Andrew got the 89 Griffey Jr. Upper Deck. That was apparently the most graded card, baseball card in history. So Andrew Schaefer, I'm adding you to my prize list. We'll do a draft again at the end of tonight's break. I've got some more questions, so Andy, you can win multiple spots, and anyone else. Let me erase that question off my list. Okay, let's rip into some of these Heritage packs, shall we? So we should get one hit in Heritage. There's a bunch of like random variations and whatnot. And in order to know if you have a variation, typically you got to read the little itty bitty numbers down there, which my camera, there's no way it's going to pick those up. I'm not going to be able to do that in real time. I will make sure to show every card, however. So if someone happens to notice, then holler and I'll try to go back. But otherwise, I will try to go through this with a finer tooth comb when I can actually look at those little itty bitty numbers on the back. So that's just par for the course for many Topps products these days. Oh, I'm glad you liked the question. I thought it was an easy question. Actually, I was surprised. I don't know. I guess it's from my era, kind of. So, and I will admit, I am a little embarrassed to say that I do not own an 89 Griffey Jr. card, Upper Deck. So, kind of a hole in my collection, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. So we've been staring at Brian Garcia for the Tigers, Ahmad Rosario, Indians, Alademus Diaz, Astros, Kyle Cody, Rangers. You're going to get a lot of rookies in this. Daniel Vogelbach, Brewers. Watched him absolutely destroy my Reds live. That was unfortunate. Rafael Devers, Red Sox. Akil Baddoo, Tigers, rookie. Wade Miley, Reds. And Jared Kelenic, rookie for the Mariners. Cardinals has 2 copies. Yeah, I had a chance, like, I don't know when it was, a while ago, to buy one of the 89 Griffies, and I don't remember what the situation was, and I almost did, and then I didn't. And I will admit, I feel like it's a card I should own as a baseball card collector, but like, I don't know. I don't really like the 89 Upper Deck set. It's so dark. So I don't know. I don't have one. Dean Kramer, Orioles. James Caprillion, Athletics. Zach Davies, Cubs. Jake Cronenworth, Padres. Sergio Alcantara, Cubs. Roberto Perez, Indians. Luke Raley, Dodgers. Raciel Iglesias, Angels. And JT Brubaker, rookie for Pittsburgh. I'm happy to hear someone else actually admit they don't like 89 Upper Deck. I feel like it's one of those sets that everybody loves, and I feel like I'm always the odd man out. Yeah, 88 score is great. I agree with you. 88 score is criminally underrated. Pavin Smith for the Diamondbacks. Tanner Rourke, Blue Jays. Phil Irvin, Braves. Kyle Isbell, Royals. There's a Roberto Clemente. I think there's a Clemente insert set in this going to the Pirates. That's a cool card, though. Blake Snell, Padres. Vimeo Machin. I probably butchered his name. I do not know that guy for the Athletics. Braylon Marquez, Cubs. Chadwick Tromp for the Giants. For the Reds, Amir Garrett. Jose Devers, Marlins. Padres, Yu Darvish. Padres, Eric Hosmer. Nick Madrigal, White Sox. Mickey Moniak, Phillies. Andrew Scrub, Astros. Isaac Paredes, Tigers. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. for the Marlins. One of my favorite things about Heritage, if you go back and look at many of the Tigers cards, it must be their spring training site or something, but they almost always have trees in the background for the Tigers, for like Heritage, for years now, Heritage cards. You can always tell if you have a Tigers card just by looking in the background. I don't know. Not sure what their spring training situation is, but I'm assuming that's the deal. Looks like they just take it in like a random like town park. Jonathan Stever for the White Sox. Johan Ramirez, Mariners. Ha-Seong Kim, Padres. Chris Davis, Rangers. Victor Carantini, Padres. Carlos Hernandez, Royals. Jake Rogers, Tigers. See, look, it's just like that's not baseball grass. It's just like some guy's lawn. Some random trees in the background for the Tigers. Mike Moustakas, Reds. Robbie Grossman, Tigers. See, that one has actually taken a baseball field. But most of the Tiger shots are not. At least that's how it looks. Stack those up. Move these back here. Stack's getting tall already. Daz Cameron, Tigers. Domingo German, Yankees. Randy Arizarana. I can't say his name for some reason. Rays. Garrett Cooper, Marlins. Buster Posey, Giants. Phillies, Adonis Medina. Giants, Luis Alexander Basabe. Anthony Rendon for the Angels. And Sherton Apostle for the Rangers. So if you like rookie cards, this is the set for you. Pack wrappers all over the floor already. Mark Matias, Brewers. Nick Senzel, Reds. Matthew Boyd. See, look. I'm telling you, like just a random palm tree. Like, oh, what is that? School in the background? Who knows? The Tigers. Willie Adames, Brewers. Slam Diego, Padres. Cool. Chris Davis, Orioles. Jonathan India, rookie. I'm happy to get that one. Johan Oviedo, Cardinals. And Kyle Garlick of the Twins. One more pack for the first third. For the Dodgers, Tony Gonsolin. Strasburg for the Nationals. Another Dodger, Gavin Lux. Seth Romero for the Nationals. Another Dodger, Walker Buehler. Tyler Zuber, Royals. Nick Matten, Phillies. Another Dodger, Austin Barnes. And Tyler Wade for the Yankees. Like a super Dodger hot pack. All right, middle third. I do like these cards. I mean, I like Heritage. I just sworn off collecting any new Heritage sets until I finish the ones I've started because the short prints are such a nightmare to track down. Jordan Montgomery, Yankees. Luis Patino, Rays. Athletics, Chad Pinder. Andres Jimenez, Indians. Austin Nola, Padres. Andrew Haney, Angels. Carlos Martinez, Cardinals. For the Rays, Shan McClanahan. And Jonathan Losiga for the Yankees. For the D-backs, Alex Young. Alejandro Kirk, Blue Jays. Seth Elledge, Cardinals. Brewers, Jackie Bradley Jr. Lori Garcia, White Sox. David Bote for the Cubs. Or maybe it's Bote, I don't know. Luis Urias, Brewers. Luis Castillo for my Reds. And Corey Dickerson as a Marlin. Still looking for the one promised hit, although you really shouldn't buy Heritage for the hits. There are great hits in Heritage, but you know the odds of getting them are not high. Nick Gordon, Twins. Yu Chang, Indians. Ryan McKenna, Orioles. Johnny says Heritage is that you liked a lot more 10 years ago than now. I also agree with you there. I collected a bunch of Heritage sets in the early going, or at least tried to, and I've kind of stopped. Like I said, it's the short prints. The short prints get me. This is a then and now insert. Ronald Acuna Jr. It's an all right design. Kind of looks like a movie marquee or something. Padres, Mike Clevinger. David Price, Dodgers. Taylor Widener, Diamondbacks. Xander Bogaerts, Red Sox. And Brendan Rodgers, Rockies. There should be a bunch of short prints in this box too. I'm not trying to sort those out. Oh, we have something shiny in this pack. Let's bump that to the end, shall we? We also have a random strip of cardboard in this pack. Nothing on it. I'll trash that. James McCann, Mets. Steven Duggar, Giants. Jorge Lopez, Orioles. Nolan Arenado, Cardinals. Jose Iglesias, Angels. Joe Musgrove, Padres. Oh, we have our relic, Nick Senzel for the Reds. Pretty nice. And for the Orioles, we have a red chrome, numbered out 195 out of 372. Jahmai Jones, chrome rookie. I don't know anything about him, but if he becomes good, that's a very nice pull for the Orioles. It's a nice pull anyway. These are pretty hard to get. So Shane, going to you. Let me sleeve that immediately. The Reds are on the board with the Nick Senzel relic. Although I'm confused because the relic looks blue. It probably looks black from the camera, but it looks blue to me in person, which is a little weird. All right. Well, that was a great pack. We still have about half the box, though. Yeah. Johnny says, yeah, the 50s and 60 cards hard to come by, so I guess the implication there is the heritage set was more desirable, which I would agree with you. Or in the 70s, regular 72 cards are fairly cheap. I think that is part of it too. I'm just burnt out on the short prints more than anything. And while this design is fine, I don't have any like particular attachment to it. Like I was born in the 80s, so the 70s weren't like super old to me growing up, but like I don't know. It wasn't part of my collection. I don't really have any I don't have any attachment to it. It's the best way I can put it. So yeah, I'm with you. Dane Dunning, Rangers. Jojo Romero, Phillies. Brent Rooker, Twins. Marcus Stroman, Mets. Manny Machado, Padres. Yolmer Sanchez, Braves. Jock Peterson, Cubs. Michael Lorenzen. It's a pitcher, but he's holding his bat. And Trevor Larnach. Ben says, save the cardboard strip. I trashed it, Ben. I showed off my cardboard frame from Stadium Club, I think, in the last break that we did. So I have been known to collect such oddities, but that one had nothing on it. It was just a random cardboard strip. Jorge Ona, Padres. Ozzy Albies, Braves. Nivaldo Rodriguez, Astros. Brewers, Patrick Weigel. Will Crow, Pittsburgh. Daniel Bard, Colorado. Nationals, Eric Fetty. Ryan Weathers, Padres, and Aroldis Chapman for the Yankees. I mean, the real draw for most people of Heritage is just to get a short print or two, right? Eddie Alvarez, Marlins. Twins, Alex Kirilloff. Avisail Garcia, Brewers. Taylor Rogers, Twins. Rookie performer, Debbie Garcia for the Yankees. That's what the back of that looks like. Pretty cool. I do like that they at least made an effort to make the inserts appear retro, even though you weren't really getting inserts back then. Andy Young, Diamondbacks. Adrian Hauser, Brewers. Luis Gonzalez, White Sox. Trevor Rogers, Marlins. Hopefully we're not missing any cards, Ben. Hopefully. Sean Murphy, Athletics. Rays, Francisco Mieja. Pirates, Cole Tucker. Travis d'Arnaud, Braves. Blue Jays, Santiago Espinal. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. Royals, Greg Holland. Francisco Lindor, Mets. And Michael Fulmer, Tigers. Again, just where? Like grandma's backyard. I don't know. So many cards in the Heritage box. That's the fun of it, though. Let's see what else we might find. Cody Hewer, White Sox. Brent Honeywell Jr., Rays. Ashton Godu, Reds. Albert Pujols, Dodgers. Lance Lynn, White Sox. Another White Sox, Garrett Crochet. Edwin Diaz, Mets. Kohei Arihara, Rangers rookie. And Mitch Haniger for the Seattle Mariners. Debbie Garcia peaked before his rookie cards came out. Yeah, that's a name you pull a lot from this time period, I guess. 2021. Maybe he'll turn around. I don't know. Aquino. Speaking of guys that peaked before their rookies took off, I'd put him in the same category. TJ Peters, Dodgers. Josh James, Astros. Mike Ford, Rays. Matt Carpenter, Cardinals. Orioles, Hunter Harvey. Andrew Vaughn, White Sox. Another White Sox, Renato Lopez. And the Blue Jays, Josh Palacios. It's funny how Topps tries so hard to jam all these rookies in, and yet they miss some of the hottest guys for like a month's time, and then they jam them in everything the next year. But we've got something blue in the back here. We'll leave that to last. It's probably just an insert, but we'll see. Lorenzo Cain, Brewers. Willie Castro, Tigers. Paul DeJong, Cardinals. Salvador Perez, Royals. Steven Matz, Blue Jays. Victor Gonzalez, Dodgers. Jose Marmolojes, Mariners. Jonah Heim, Rangers. And it's an insert. Cy Young winner, Shane Bieber. An award winner card. Kind of looks like stained glass, sort of. I like that actually. Pretty nice one. I've got a couple more packs, and then I'll lay another trivia question on you guys. Nico Goodrum, Tigers. Chris Bryant, Cubs. Rocky Sam Hilliard. Braxton Garrett, Marlins. Christian Arroyo, Red Sox. Mike Minor, Royals. Jake Fraley, Mariners. Trey Mancini, Orioles. Taylor Trammell, Mariners. There's rookie Trammell again. And he could be a real good one. Travis Blankenhorn, Mets. Tucker Barnhart, Reds. Keegan Thompson, Cubs. Jonathan Arias, Red Sox. Yerman Mercedes, White Sox. Andrew Benintendi, Royals. Gerardo Perdomo, Diamondbacks. DJ Stewart, Orioles. Colton Wong, Brewers. 3 packs remain, and then we'll get to trivia and then the prestige box. Jared Walsh, Angels. Isaiah Kiner Falefa, Rangers. Braves, Charlie Morton. Yusei Kikuchi, Mariners. Josh Bell, Nationals. Adam Eaton, White Sox. Yankees, Jamison Talion. Julian Merriweather, Blue Jays. And Mike Mikolas for the Cardinals. 2 packs left. Colin Moran, Pirates. Albert Alzolay, Cubs. Garrett Whitelock, Red Sox. There's another Clemente. I think they are 2 per box, if I remember right. Nice one for Pittsburgh. Tommy Cannell, Dodgers. Eddie Rosario, Indians. Ryan Presley, Astros. Trevor Story, Rockies. And Jose Urena, Tigers. And 1 pack left. Jordan Luplow, Indians. Hirokazu Sawamura, Red Sox. Carlos Correa, Astros. This picture looks like it was taken on a tennis court to me. Brian Garcia, there's that random same exact spot in the park for the Tigers. Kevin Biggio, Blue Jays. Zach McKinstry, Dodgers. Jordan Weems, Athletics. Hunter Renfroe, Red Sox. And Jared Oliva for the Pirates rounds out this box. Let me pick up my trash real quick. Okay, so that does it for Heritage. I'll quickly recap the hits. Like I said, I'm not going to do, probably won't do box recaps for every set that we open, but I might try to do one for this one just to pull out all the short prints, which I assume we have some short prints in there, but also if we got any variations. So we start off with the box topper. Pretty nice for the Orioles. Our lone hit, well, I was supposed to get one, was the Nick Senzel. Our other sort of special card, which came in the same pack, Jahmai Jones, red chrome, numbered out of 372. If I can find it quickly. The red chrome border cards are 1 in 104 packs, so they're pretty rare, actually. Clemente, Shane Bieber, Devi Garcia, Acuna, and another Clemente round out the inserts from that box. So that is that. Let me move those out of the way. We're going to do this next, but we're going to do some trivia first. So let's see here. All right. Are we ready? Get your typing fingers ready here. Here's the question. In 2003, what retired greats game-worn jersey was cut into 2,100 pieces and inserted into packs of Donruss baseball cards? This caused a big stink back then in certain corners. In 2003, what retired greats game-worn jersey was cut into 2,100 pieces and inserted into packs of Donruss baseball cards? And anyone watching is eligible to answer. You don't have to be in the group break. It is not Ted Williams. But that is a very good guess. Lou Gehrig. It is not Lou Gehrig. Also a good guess. You guys are thinking correctly. Hank Aaron, another good guess. Not Hank Aaron. Start opening. Take the plastic off this. Trying to watch. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is correct. Yes, in 2003, Donruss chopped up a 1925 Babe Ruth Yankees home jersey. They apparently spent more than $250,000 on it. And that jersey, the reason it would cause such an issue is there was only 3 known 25 Yankees home jerseys known to exist, and they chopped one of them up for baseball cards. So there you go. Now you know. Johnny, I've got you down. Johnny says he was one of those retired greats. That's right. I've got yeah, some lady named Baby Ruth. Ben, you were there. We'll wait though, at least on my timeline here. I've got a couple more trivia questions. Let's rip a couple packs on that. I'll throw those out there for you. So we should get 2 game used memorabilia or autographed cards per box, but we have found when we opened some other playoff boxes. I forget what box it was in one of our group breaks, but we got like 7 hits from the box, something ridiculous. So you never know what to expect. But generally, they're fun. Playoff usually gives you a big checklist. They did here. Gotta make some room here. Sometimes my desk is not big enough. All right, let me take the packs out so I can get this box out of the way. There are 8 cards in a pack. That was 1/2. That's the other half. There's your empty box. Get that out of here. All right, so good luck, everybody. Donruss went out of business 2 years after doing that. Yeah, Curse of the Bambino. That's right. All right, I'm gonna rip a couple packs and I'll hit you guys a couple more trivia questions. The next trivia question, I will be honest, I did not know the answer to the next one. I thought I knew the answer and I was wrong. So we'll see. We'll see if you guys can do better than I did. All right, so here's what the set looks like. This is 2005 Playoff Prestige. You've got team logo, check. I appreciate that. Nice photo, check. Not a huge fan of the name and team going in the opposite direction, but still not a terrible design. Back of the card's going to be fairly typical playoff fare. You get some career stats and you get a write-up and an extra photo, so no complaints. Not a problem there. All right, so here we go. For the Twins, Torrey Hunter, Melvin Mora, Orioles. We've got behind that JD Drew for the Dodgers. And then we have a Diamond Heritage for the Red Sox. This has like a bit of a texture to it. Not serially numbered, although you always have to check with a playoff, but that's kind of a cool looking card, actually. I've never seen that before. Let's see here. So the card number, so we've got Wade Miller for the Red Sox. I believe that's the jersey number on the front, and then set number, card number on the back. So he's 142 in this set. Nolan Ryan for the Rangers. That's cool. Did I know there were retired greats in there? No, I did not. There you go. That's what I get for not reading the checklist. Gavin Floyd, Phillies prospect. And Jim Edmonds, Cardinals. Prospect cards are not numbered. Sometimes they are. This pack feels fatter than the other one. But I could just be being tricked by a dummy card, which it looks like I am. Ryan Wagner, Reds. For the Diamondbacks, Troy Glaus. I don't think I knew he was ever a Diamondback. Don't remember that at all. Braves, Danny Kolb. We've got our first dual team insert. Griffey as a red and Griffey as a Mariner, changing stripes. Not serially numbered. Might have to fight Andy on that one. These will be randomized. I do like that card, but as the group break host, I will throw that in Andy's pile because Andy has the Mariners. So if it were Larkin, I would fight over it, but otherwise, I usually give them up. So we'll do that. Vance Wilson, Tigers. Fred Lynn, Angels. Andy Green, Diamondbacks. And Barry Larkin. Look at that. I was rewarded. I don't know if I have that card, actually. I'm not sure. I haven't sorted through all my 2005 card Larkins yet. 2005. There's so many cards from 2005. I just haven't had the energy to try to sort through that mess. Tom Glavine, Mets. Nomar Garciaparra as a Cub. We've got Jason Bay, Pirates. We have a prestigious pros, Albert Pujols for the Cardinals. And this is numbered 93 out of 500. So these prestigious pros cards come in like various colors, and each of the various colors are numbered out of something. So they're kind of a fun parallel to chase. I've actually bought some of the Barry Larkins from this set, which I happen to like. So very nice for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals' good luck continues with a league leaders, Scott Rowland. That one's not serially numbered, but second to insert. Yes, Johnny says you're right. There's no Larkin in the changing teams, although he almost was a Met. So if they did like guys who almost became some other team, he could be on that. Scott Proctor, Yankees. Mark Pryor, Cubs. And Logan Kensing for the Marlins. I'm glad he didn't become a Met. Yeah, those prestigious pros have so many parallels. But like I said, I kind of like them. Tom Olson, Rockies. Hideki Matsui, Yankees. Carl Crawford, Rays. We've got a Logan Kensing, Florida Marlins extra bases. This is a parallel, numbered 38 out of 100 for the Marlins. There you go, Ben. Logan Kensing out of 100. Pretty sweet parallel. Very shiny. Another dummy card. Ken Harvey, Royals. Dave Krinzel, Brewers. Francisco Rodriguez, Angels. And Brian Roberts, Orioles. When I was, 2005, I graduated from college in 05. So I wasn't really collecting cards at all at that point. And that was kind of when playoff was doing their thing. And basically, what little cards I did collect, I always ignored playoff. And I regret that now because these boxes are super fun for group breaks typically. You just get all sorts of goodies. Barry Zito, Athletics. Danny Graves, Reds. Kazuo Matsui, Mets. We have a playoff champions. Greinke, Sweeney, and Harvey for the wild card winning Royals. That's kind of a cool. Oh, not wild card winning. It's well, you can see the card's damaged. First of all, show that on the camera, but it's if the team pictured wins. So if the Royals won the wild card, then you would have won something. A specially modified 2005 playoff prestige baseball base cards. So it's kind of a contest of sorts. So it is damaged. Just so you know, Royals. Kansas City. Where are you on my list? Kansas City. Ted has the Royals, so well, Ted's watching, but there you go. So kind of a cool contest, I guess. Gary Carter, Mets. Travis Hafner, Indians. Jake Peavy, Padres. Kind of miss contests like that in the baseball cards. Just simple things. Octavio Dotel, Athletics. Jeff Kent, Dodgers. Hideo Nomo, Dodgers. We have a Stars of MLB, Mike Mussina of the Yankees. Not numbered, but A nice Mussina card for the Yankees. Jordan says the Royals did not win the 05 wild card. That's true. And Prestige did not survive to see 2006 to redeem the contest. Is that true? Did they never redeem? Is there no such redeem set? That's kind of a bummer. David Wright, prospect for the Mets. Good one. Greg Maddux, Cubs. Dave Stewart, Athletics. And Kazuhisa Ishii for the Dodgers. Mike Piazza, Mets. Carlos Delgado, Blue Jays. There's a nice Frank Thomas for the White Sox. We have a league leaders, Brewers and Red Sox. This is Wade Boggs and Paul Molitor. League leaders. Not quite sure why there's a league leaders, including Boggs and Molitor in a 2005 product. But that is what it is. We will randomize this momentarily because it features two teams that are not mine. Clint Nagiot, Mariners. A-Rod for the Yankees. And Angel Guzman for the Cubs. We'll randomize all the dual team cards at the end, I guess. We'll do a trivia question while I do that. Wait, were there more teams? Oh, you're right. I didn't even pay attention. There's the Tigers and the Twins on the back. Trammell and Puckett. Thank you. Why we show both sides. So we'll randomize that amongst all four teams, not two. I have a four-sided die, so we can make that work. All right. Rolando Cabrera, Angels. Brett Myers, Phillies. Something gold in this pack. Sean Casey, Reds. We have another prestigious pros. This is Ben Sheets, gold. That's numbered 39 out of 50. Not going to lie, I was hoping to pull a gold Larkin. I know I need the gold one. I need a bunch of them. Ben Sheets for the Brewers. I just like this set. It's sharp. It's cool. I'm a fan. So going to the Brewers. Let me actually sleeve that right away. Numbered out of 50. Appears to be in good shape. Dummy card. Denny Bautista for the Royals. Dontrell Willis, Marlins. Prospect, Russ Adams, Blue Jays. And Lance Berkman for the Astros. Yeah, you guys caught the second two teams on the back faster than I did. Okie dokie. Dawan Brazelton, Rays. Todd Helton, Rockies. Khalil Green, Padres. We have another prestigious pros. This is a blue Hideki Matsui for the Yankees, and the blue is numbered out of 900, 59 out of 900. Going to the Yankees. Go Jordan. Doug DeVore, Diamondbacks. Val Majewski, Orioles. Ichiro for the Mariners. And Steve Garvey for the Dodgers. Jordan, I don't know if you're a big Matsui fan, but it's a nice card for you. Hank Blaylock, Rangers. Joe Kennedy, Rockies. Andrew Jones, Braves. We have another Yankee, Diamond Heritage, Gary Sheffield. I do like that set. I like the look of it. It's very classy. Tim Hudson, Braves. Pujols for the Cardinals. Howard, Phillies. Sammy Sosa, Cubs. Well, good. I'm glad to hear you like to have Matsui. Those prestigious pros cards are nice. I'm a fan. There must have been a ton of this product made, given how many prestigious pros cards there are, how many parallels there are, and like the blues are out of 900 or whatever. So they're hard to track down like a specific player, that's for sure. Andy Pettitte, Astros. Bucky Jacobson, Mariners. I don't remember him at all. There's a Mike Mussina base card. We've got, hey, Pudge. Pudge as a Marlin, Pudge as a Tiger. Boy, I wish if I were Ben Morris that I had both of those teams. Oh, wait, he does. So I don't have to randomize it. Pudge sighting. Good job getting both teams, Ben. Tom Gordon, Yankees. Ron Goodry, Yankees. A random player to include in this set. Chipper Jones, Braves. And Yency Brazelbon. Oh, never heard of him. Of course we have a Pudge insert. That's a Nachos Grande break. Yeah, we got to have a Pudge, right? Michael Young, Rangers. Scott Rowland, Cardinals. Randy Johnson, Yankees. We've got another prestigious pros, this time Kurt Schilling. It's a red, numbered out of 700, 621 out of 700 for the Red Sox. Nice. Big fan of those. Johnny Damon, Red Sox. BJ Upton, Rays. Derek Lowe, Dodgers. Billy Ripken, Orioles. Yeah, Goodry is not that he's a random player. Just random that he's in a 2005 set that's mostly current players. That's more what I meant. We've had a couple of retired greats. It's just like, how did they decide who they were going to put in? That's more what I meant. Jose Reyes, Mets. Vernon Wells, Blue Jays. Miguel Tejada, Orioles. We've got another Stars of MLB. Miguel Cabrera, a very young Miguel Cabrera for the Marlins. Upside down. There you go. For the Marlins. How young. So tiny. Jack Wilson, Pirates. Jeff Baker, Rockies. Victor Diaz, Mets. Victor Martinez, Indians. It's a Victor hot pack. Yeah, it was a Billy Ripken. I didn't make a big deal about it because I was still on thinking about Goodry, but like, yeah, that was. So, let me put this pack right there. That was Billy Ripken. I'm telling you, I don't know what they were. Played 94 to 98 according to the back. Well, you only get the statistics, I should say, from 94 to 98. No bat with him writing mean words on it. JJ Putz, Mariners. Oh, that's funny. Mike Sweeney, Royals. We've got another. Oh no, this is a connections card. This is just Cubs. Yes, just Cubs. Maddox and Sosa for the Cubs. Ben Martin has the Cubs. Jason Kubel, Twins. Shannon Stewart, Twins. Matt Peterson, Pirates. And David DeLuce, Rangers. I'm telling you, they just put random players. I don't know. Maybe they're like in the autograph set or relic set or something, and that's why they included them. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Lyle Oberbay, Brewers. This one has like a dinged edge there. I don't know if it's going to show up on my camera, but right there. Maybe you kind of see it's raised up just a little bit, but try to make note of that. Roger Clemens, Astros. Keith Folk, Red Sox. Joe Nathan, Twins. We have a Alfonso Soriano, prestigious pros, blue, numbered out of 900 for the Rangers. Prospects card, Adrian Gonzalez for the Rangers. Jacob Cruz, Reds. Ron Say. Again, like not the typical retired great you would expect to see. I don't mind it. I don't hate it, but I don't mind getting different players. Dodgers and Royals, well, Astros. There's something to be said to not be open up, yet another Sandy Koufax or, I don't know, yet another Garrett card. So yeah, I agree. But I would like to know like how they chose. I'm very curious. Jeff Suppan, Cardinals. Mark Burley, White Sox. Paul Konerko, White Sox. We have a Miguel Cabrera, prestigious pros for the Marlins, numbered out of 700. It's the red version, I believe. David Ortiz, Red Sox. Darryl Strawberry, Yankees. Another retired. Jermaine Dye. And look at that. Ivan Rodriguez, Tigers. Base card. Just in case you didn't have that one yet. Josh Beckett, Marlins. Shigetoshi Hasagawa, Mariners. Jaewong So, Mets. We have another prestigious pro, Nomar Garciaparra for the Cubs. Purple's numbered out of 200. And sharp-looking cards. Also for the Cubs, Andre Dawson. He's a little more common in his retired great. Grady Sizemore, prospect card, Indians. Paulo Duca, Marlins. And John Van Benschoten for the Pirates. And I don't know who that is. Yeah, playoff made a lot of interesting choices. I think that's the nicest way I can say it. Francisco Cordero, Rangers. Rafael Furcal, Braves. Javier Lopez, Orioles. Another prestigious pros, CC Sabathia for the Indians. This is a black. This is numbered out of 10. What out of 10 for the Indians? That is a great pull. Really would like that to have been Barry Larkin. I will sleeve that in 1 second. Gaylord Perry, Padres. Yadi Molina, Cardinals, prospect. Dallas McPherson, Angels. And Craig Monroe, Tigers. Numbered out of 10 for the Indians. Cleveland, Marcus Scott getting that one. Yeah, the black are virtually impossible to find, and we got one. I don't think, pretty sure there's no odds, pack odds listed. No. We are supposed to be getting some actual like autographs or relics, but we're almost done with the box, and we haven't seen any sign of that yet. Kurt Schilling, Red Sox. Shingo Takatsu, White Sox. Bobby Abreu, Phillies. We have a Jim Edmonds. I don't know what color they're calling that. Brown, gold, numbered 32 out of 100 for the Cardinals. Tan? I don't know, but that's very nice for the Cardinals. Ken Griffey Jr. for the Reds. There's another guy you don't get a ton of cards of. Bill Madlock. Love the hat. Love the hat for the Pirates. Bronze, Johnny says. Thank you. Carlos Lee, Brewers, and Eric Chavez, Athletics. I'm calling that one a bronze. Again, you can see there's lots and lots and lots of versions of those prestigious pros cards to collect. Garrett Anderson, Angels. Johnny Estrada, Braves. Maglio Ordonez, White Sox. For the Rays, prestigious pro Aubrey Huff, blue, numbered 223 out of 900. For the Rays. Not bad. We have a league leader, Manny Ramirez, Red Sox. Not numbered. Just one team. I checked twice. Nick Swisher, Athletics. Alfonso Soriano, Rangers. Jeff Francis, Rockies. We may not be finding promised hits, but we're doing pretty well on the prestigious pros inserts, which might be the better option anyway. Jason Smith, Giants. Miguel Cabrera, Marlins. Carlos Zambrano, Cubs. So we've got another one here. Nope, we've got something else. Victor Diaz, extra base, numbered 72 out of 150. Very shiny Like foil board there for the Mets. That's nice. A dummy card. Paul Mulder. Retired great. Blue Jays. Josh Kroger, Diamondbacks. Aramis Ramirez, Cubs. Casey Kochman, Angels. We only have 3 packs left, so I don't know what's going to happen if we're getting. It doesn't have a dummy card in it. Esteban Loaiza, Nationals. Brandon Inge, Tigers. We've got a Connections. Manny Ramirez, Jason Varitek for the Red Sox. Jim Thome, Phillies. Jairo Garcia, Athletics. Milton Bradley, Dodgers. Jack Morris, Twins. All right, well, we're down to the final 2 packs. The box did say 2, did it not? Look for 2 game used memorabilia or autograph cards. It does say on average. Like I said, we did open a playoff box that had 7 hits one time, so that probably kills the average for a lot of other boxes. Nick Green, Braves. Bobby Crosby, Athletics. Sean Green, Diamondbacks. Brad Penny, Dodgers. For the Red Sox, we have a prestigious pro, Kurt Schilling. This is an orange out of 500. Red Sox getting some more love. Eric Milton, Reds. Sean Hill, Nationals. Mark Mulder, Cardinals. And Rene Rivera, I don't know, Mariners. Well, this is it. Looks like we got a hit in there. It's thick anyway. Let's find out. Jeff Bagwell, Astros. Lance Nix, Rangers. Rob Kinlan, Angels. We have another prestigious pro. This is Randy Johnson, numbered out of 350. You may have seen who the hit is. For the Diamondbacks. Pretty nice. And our hit, at least if we're only going to get one, let's make it a George Brett relic. How about that? League leader. Let's number it out of 250 to make it even better. I don't know. I can't be mad. Even if we only get one hit in the box. Make it a George Brett relic, numbered out of 250. Retired great. Got the baby blue. No complaints from me. Vlad Guerrero, Angels. Justin Verlander, prospect card for the Tigers. That's a nice card. Jody Garrett, Indians. And Ryan Church for the Nationals. All right, so we did only get one hit, but I don't think I'm mad about it based on some of our dummy cards. Based on kind of everything else. So the hit, George Brett out of 250, last pack, Magic. But then we got so many of these prestigious pros cards. We got the Randy Johnson out of 350. Kurt Schilling out of 500. Connections, insert. The Diaz was out of 150. Aubrey Huff was out of 900. Jim Edmonds was out of 100. CC Sabathia was out of 10. Garcia Parra out of 200. Miguel Cabrera out of 700. Soriano out of 900. Schilling out of 700. There's the Pudge again. Heritage. Matsui out of 900. Ben Sheets out of 50. Logan Kensing out of 100. And Albert Pujols out of 500. And then we had that one. So, yeah, I agree with you guys. Definitely better to get one George Brett hit than 2 just random scrub guys that nobody cares about. I think we all agree there. The colored parallels are definitely worth more than the relics. These prestigious pros cards, like I said, I've picked up a few of the Larkins via eBay. And I don't know, maybe it's not true for every player, but the Larkins, they're kind of hard to come by, and they're usually not that cheap. And they seem to be fairly rare to find, even for sale. I'm going to sleeve all these cards when I go through and sort these, so you guys don't have to worry about that part. But I do need to randomize this. So let me grab a 4-sided die. And while I do that, let me read off our next trivia question. All right, so like I said, I didn't know the answer to this one. I was wrong. I thought I knew the answer, and then I was wrong. So I think this one's hard, but who knows? So according to my source, and I will say who my source was later, but I'll make it a little harder to Google if that's what you're trying to do, which I would prefer you not. Which player is commonly credited with starting the quote-unquote rookie card craze of the 1980s? Which player is commonly credited with starting the rookie card craze of the 1980s? And this was a little bit before my time, so I was wrong. That's the only hint I'll give you right now. Is not Mark McGwire. That was my second guess. Joe Charbonneau? No. Points for making me laugh, I guess. Again, which player is commonly credited with starting the rookie card craze of the 1980s? And I'll give you a hint. It's between 1980 and 1985. It was not Doc Gooden. He was another good guess. Yeah, I hear you, Johnny. I hear you. I'm not saying it's bad. Don Mattingly is correct. Don Mattingly is correct. His 1984 Donruss card is, I guess, credited as the one that started it all, so to speak, with the rookie card craze. The source for that was the guy that wrote the book Mint Condition, so figured I could trust that as a decent enough source. So, yeah. All right, let's get one more. Jordan even misses the Yankee one. Let's get one more here. One more trivia question while I randomize the this. So let me do the randomization, and I'll read the trivia off. What I have here, let's just keep it simple. So I have a 4-sided die, first of all. And the way this die works is the number at the bottom is like the roll. So if it lands on this, it's 2. You'll notice if I spin it around, it's always a 2 on the bottom. You can see that, hopefully. So anyways, that's how the die works. But we'll keep it simple. We'll call the first team 1. So in this case, Red Sox. If we get a 2, it'll go to the Brewers. If we get a 3, it'll go to the Tigers. And if we get a 4, it'll go to the Twins. All right. Now I'm going to try. Well, let me try it. This is not a roll. I just want to make it. You can't see that easily. I guess you're just going to have to trust me. I'll try to show I'll try to pick it up like this so you know I'm not cheating anybody. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So I'll roll it back there and I'll try to lift it carefully. So the roll is a 2. Pick it up as carefully as I can just to show you. No funny business. There it is. So 2, 1, 2. We'll go to the Brewers stack. So I need to make a quick note of that. Yeah, for the last trivia question, my guess was going to be uh, Ripken. Ripken Jr. was my guess, but I guess he didn't really like. It was a dumb guess in hindsight, I suppose, because he probably didn't really like pick up as like a big deal until like his consecutive game streak and like that. I don't know, whenever that started to get more attention, which I imagine was in the 90s. So it was probably a dumb guess on my part, but that was my guess. Like I said, I was wrong. I didn't know that one. All right, let's do one more here because I've got some prizes. Again, these are just coming from my collection, so nothing's gonna probably blow you away, but you might find something that will be of interest to you. I have a theme for today, so we'll get to that in 1 second. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Iron Man streak. It was a dumb guess on my part. I didn't. But when I think of early 80s rookies, I think of Ripken now. Yeah. All right, let's this one will be quick, I think. Who was the first Major League Rookie of the Year award winner? First time they gave the award, who won? Imagine most of you just know that. But maybe not. It's fun about trivia, you never know. Who was the first? Robinson is correct. Something Wong, I still need to know your actual name here. You won a prize. You had a chance. I feel like I should know your username, but I don't remember. Yes, it is Jackie Robinson. Jackie was correct. Something Wong was first. Still need the username though, or the not username, but your actual name. If you don't want to share it on YouTube, that's fine. You can message me on the Facebook page, just so I know. That's not a problem. I know some people don't want to have their real names out there. Perfectly fine. All right. What? I mean, maybe you want a prize. I don't know. Today's prizes are. So first of all, we're going to go in the order that the questions were asked. So Andrew Schaefer's going to get first pick, and then Johnny, and then something. If you decide there's something here you want by the time we get to the fourth question, by all means, that's fine. So what I uncovered the other day is a big pile of Topps buyback cards. And so these are all different. Well, they're not all different, but there's different colored stamps here. I can hardly tell in the light what they are. So I'll quickly just show each one, and then we'll do a quick draft. So I've got Alvin Davis Mariners. I don't know. I think it's bronze stamp. There's different like rarities. Gene Nelson, Athletics. For the White Sox, Jim Fregosi. I just try to find different teams. I don't even know how you say his name, but for the Royals. For the Cardinals, Dave LaPointe. That's a silver one. Larry Sheets, Orioles. Yankees, Melito Perez. Atlee Hammaker, Giants. Nationals, Brandon Watson. Rays, Delman Young, future card. Pirates, Neil Heaton, silver. And another silver, Tom Evans for the Blue Jays. And if there's nothing there you want, you can passing is perfectly fine. But I like to, I'm enjoying doing the trivia throughout the break. Kind of gives people a reward for watching live, which, keeps me entertained. So it's win-win, I suppose. Sometimes we'll do relics, sometimes we'll do autographs, sometimes we'll do inserts, sometimes we'll do who knows. So we'll mix it up. Andrew, though, I don't know if you're still here, but you would get first pick on any of those, if anything is of interest to you. The only downside is I never know who's actually in the room. I don't think there's a way for me to see who's actively signed in. kind of annoying. Andrew's going to pass if there was a Cub. Well, let me see, Andrew. I don't know if I have a Cub. I just tried to rule out multiple. I don't know that I have a Cub in this, at least in this stack. Yeah, I don't have any Cubs. I just tried to grab one of each team that I had. So, yeah. No Cub. All right. Fair enough. Andrew passes. Johnny, you get two choices if you want, one or two, since you got the next two trivia questions correct. Andrew, if you want one, I don't know if I can come up with a Cub connection to any of these guys. Probably not. I mean, Fregosi, he's a White Sox at Chicago. It's a checklist card. All right, so Andrew passes. Johnny, I don't know if you're still here, but do you I know you're a Rockies guy. I don't have any Rockies either. I might just not have hit the teams or might not have cards of the teams you guys collect. Ben Morris. Most of them played against the Cubs. Thank you, Ben. I was stretching here, but I didn't stretch far enough. It's a great answer. I wish I would have thought of it. Johnny's going to pass. But you love the Alvin Davis? I mean, grab it. I'm trying to give away prizes here. It's sad that no one wants anything. I mean, I know it's not, worth $1 million or something, but you love the card, you might as well have the buyback version. You probably don't have it. I don't know how common any of these buybacks are. All right, I talked you into it. Perfect. All right. Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. That's fair. I'm sure if I had a Rocky, that would be of more interest to you. Unfortunately, I don't. I looked. Andy, which one you want? The Davis is off the table now, but who would have played against Atlee Hammaker? He's a silver. That's probably rare. I don't know. Giant National Leaguer. Neil Heaton, silver. Pirates, he played against the Cubs, I'm sure. Nationals, Brandon Watson, that's a rookie. He played against the Cubs, maybe, if he even played. I don't know. If you don't care, I'm going to throw in the silver. I'm going to throw the silver in your pile. Good chance he played against the Cubs. He also played for the Expos for 2 years, so he was 41-6 in the University of Florida, according to the back of his card. And he's from Jamaica, New York. I don't know how any of that ties into the Cubs, but you can do it. Atlee. All right, we got Atlee. Let's see what the back of his card says. He pitched in the Alaskan League and for the U.S. team in World Amateur Tourney in Italy. Played for the Royals and Giants. He was drafted by the Royals. And here's a fun trivia fact. He led the league in ERA in 1983. So there you go. He's basically a star. All right. Andrew says, not sure you have a pile. This will start the next one. Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem at all. Let's see here. So, Ben, you're still here. If I'm happy to share the loot here. None of these teams probably are of interest to you, Ben, but if there's a card there that you want, I'd happily add it to your pile too for hanging out tonight. Mr. Somting Wong also already passed, but if you change your mind, let me know. Jordan, same for you. I don't know if you collect, Jordan, if you're still here, but I do have a Yankee. Not a Yankee I know. Let me know. Happy to throw that one in your pile. Just got to tell me before I... Larry Sheets once played for the Tigers. Did he? He was an Oriole from 84 to 89. That's as much as I can tell you about him. You want him in your stack? I'll do it. Was Delman Young a Tiger at some point? Or am I misremembering? I mean, I assume that would be your pick, Jordan. You're welcome to pick anybody else. All right, so if I got you, Ben, you want the Delman, is that correct? I've got to write this down. All right, so I think I got that. Which one Ben wants? Delman. And Jordan, you're going with Melito? All right. Cool. Anyone else in the room that I'm missing? We've got some quiet folks sometimes that just like to watch, but I'm happy to share the wealth sometimes. I like doing the trivia. I like everyone to win if I have enough prizes. Who knows? You might see some of these buybacks as another prize someday. I don't know. We've got I just try to get a smattering of teams because I know we have, Cardinals collectors or, well, I don't know if I know any athletics collectors anymore, but White Sox, Royals, etc. So you never know who's going to be in the room for sure. All right. Well, I will get the buybacks in your respective team piles, and I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'll be back next week with some more boxes. Hopefully, I didn't mention this, but hopefully Top Series 1 releases in about a week. We should have it in 2 weeks. We won't have it by next Tuesday. I think the release date is right now is February 16th from what I could see. So we don't have that yet, but otherwise that we should have that within 2 weeks. We'll open that as soon as it comes. That'll be the next box we open for whatever that particular week is. Fuji on the blogs, Johnny collects the A's at least to some extent, but generally doesn't do group breaks. He's the only A's collector I can think of right now. We had an A's collector that joined a couple of my group breaks a while ago that got on via Twitter, but the name is escaping me now, and he hasn't been back. So I think he was more of like a higher end collector and wasn't as interested in just getting, when I did boxes of base cards, I think is what happened there. I don't know. That's what I got out of it, at least. And then the other thing I meant to announce was 2021 Big League for those of you that were in Breakers Club 3. Last I looked has now been delayed until March 23rd, which is like literally a full year from, I think, when it was supposed to be released to start with. So we're still in a holding pattern on that one. They've got my they've got my money. It's been paid for forever. And yeah, we're just we'll just keep waiting, see what happens. Maybe eventually I'll get a chance to get some other box out of it, and we'll just do that because at this point it's ridiculous. But it is what it is. Can't do anything about it at the moment. So figured I would just update you with as much as I know. So that's everything there. I want to thank all of you guys and gals for hanging out with me tonight. I definitely appreciate it. Uh, no use for A's cards other than toilet paper. That's fair. Uh, A's are a team that are difficult to sell in group breaks. Um, 90s A's though are pretty good. 90s A's are pretty not a. It's not a bad team to have. They had a lot of like early 2000s. They had a lot of good players actually. So you can get some good A's cards, but yeah, not a ton of A's collectors. So the A's went unsold in this group break, for example. So I wasn't surprised. I was surprised the Astros didn't get claimed, but it is what it is. So, anyways, that's my updates for tonight. Thanks again for watching. Definitely love having you guys hang out with me. I will continue. I will spend the week scouring for some other assortment of prizes for next week. Trying not to rehash what I did this week. I know of one interesting thing already, but we'll see if I can't come up with something else. And then I'll come up with some more trivia questions. So I think with that, I'm going to call it a night. Have a good night. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys soon. And check out the blog. I'll probably do a box recap of at least one of these boxes sometime probably next week. But yeah, until then, have a good night, guys and gals. See ya.